Oh, hey, we're live on Facebook. What do you know? Hey, folks. Andy here within South Florida, Mario Quintero from the One Stop Shop, and we're coming to you this Thursday. Thursday already, man.
Thursday.
This Thursday afternoon here, live from Kendall, from Mario's office, the One Stop Shop, Mr. Clear to Close. And as always, we come to you every Thursday during the 4 o'clock hour. Welcome, Christy. Welcome. And Michael Miller, you have the fans coming up. We just started and you have fans in here. Phil's coming online. Mario, you've become quite a star on video.
Oh, I'm not a star.
You know, I hear it all the time. That guy, real estate guy, he's everywhere on video.
Yeah.
That's what we do. You control the market. You make sure that people know who you are.
I got no control over anything.
Folks, if you're watching for the first time, my name is Andy, Mario Quintero. Stay tuned because we're going to talk about a very interesting topic, a topic that is probably confusing and a little difficult, but Mario, as a specialist in the area, he's going to tell us all about what is a 1031 exchange.
So, good afternoon, everyone. A 1031 exchange is primarily for investment properties, and it's a way of investors being able to defer the taxes they pay on capital gains.
Okay.
So it's an instrument, it's a process that investors use on a regular basis. So if you're currently an investor, you need to know about this tool. If you're going to be a future investor, you should also listen in because you never know when you're going to be able to use this.
Absolutely. Want to welcome Don Van Orsdale to our broadcast. Welcome, Don. I love his office. I love his building. Don, thank you. We love the office, my friend. Juan Merida, welcome. John, a lot of people tuning in this Thursday. Mario, how much of the tax liability can be deferred?
So approximately 35 to 40%
Wow.
of the capital gains can literally be deferred or not paid for. That's a big chunk of money.
a
Especially if you're
huge amount.
talking
Yeah.
a $500,000 property or $1 million property, that's a lot of money.
So we were talking about the exchange, but the real question is, why do investors do a 1031 exchange?
So there's different reasons why they do them, and
Okay.
I'm going to read some of them here because there's quite a few. So one is to defer the taxes, the 35 to 40% of the gain. They also do it to diversify and consolidate their real estate portfolio.
Okay.
They do it to switch property types. So sometimes they sell this type of property and they do a 1031 exchange to switch into a different type of investment property.
Smart.
They increase their purchasing power because since they have the savings, that's money that they didn't have to put out. That's additional funds that they have now available.
Excellent.
They build and preserve wealth, not just for themselves, but for their heirs and their estate. They expand into other real estate markets nationally also, outside their current areas. They improve their total cash flow with this type of product. There's greater appreciation potential of their investment properties. And from an estate planning perspective for the heirs, if this is done properly and properly worded, and this is where the lawyers come in, properly worded into their trust and the different types of estate planning documents that are required, then the heirs can potentially save money on paying taxes later on.
Wow, sounds like a great product. A little confusing. We have a comment from Michael Miller. We need a simple explanation. Simple explanation in English. Michael,
It's coming.
I
It's
invite
coming.
you. It's not. And if you can call. You can call Mario, and he'll spend time with you explaining about the 1031 exchange. You know, as with many topics in real estate and mortgages, you know, I have found personally that the mind of Quintero is unique in the field. I mean, there's so much knowledge and so much experience and so many years of worth of transactions and business dealings in the world of real estate and mortgages that really a quick call to Mario and you could be well on your way answering any other questions. Mario, so this sounds all very confusing. Who are the main players? Who are the main players in this 1031 exchange process?
So to answer Michael Miller's question,
There you go, Michael. Listen up, Michael.
This is the key answer to simplify this. So you need experts that understand the process of a 1031 exchange.
Right.
The first person you need is an experienced realtor who can locate the property, the new property that you're going to buy, so that you already have it in place so that when you go to sell the other property, you already have this property available.
Okay.
So a realtor is one of the key players. The next two most critical players is a very good CPA that understands the tax laws and how they apply to a 1031 exchange.
Okay.
Don't go to a notary, nothing against notaries, don't go to a bookkeeper. You need a CPA that understands 1031 tax law.
Very important.
Okay? And then the other one is an attorney, which is a qualified attorney that is qualified and versed in all aspects of 1031 exchange. The reason for that is there's a lot of different forms that have to be filed through the CPA for this 1031 exchange to the IRS, and there's certain timings that have to take place, which we're going to talk about now in a little while. So if you have those three key people, you won't have a problem. If you try to do it on your own, or you try to do it with people that don't understand the specialty of this reduction in deferred tax liability, you're going to get yourself in trouble.
This is certainly not one of those transactions that you want to do on your own.
No.
Or you want to go online and Google and search
No.
and come up with answers.
No, you do not.
This is something that can get you into a lot of trouble.
Yes.
We had a request from Michael, Mario, for your phone number. What's the best number that they can reach you at?
So I'll give you two numbers. The office number is 305-598-1600, and my cell phone is 305-588-0451.
Awesome. Want to give a shout out to Gilbert, just joining us on the broadcast, and Caesar from Pixabyte, just joining us in the broadcast. John St. John is also in the house. Folks, this is the first time watching us. Welcome. My name is Andy within South Florida, and we're here with Mario Quintero from the One Stop Shop. We do these live stream sessions every week, the Thursdays of the week at the 4 o'clock hour, and we cover multiple topics in the arena of real estate.
4 to 4:15 is one.
4 to 4:15. That's Cuban time, right?
Right.
That's Cuban time. I get in here and he has his cafecito here from La Carreta. He's ready to go. Mario, where's my cafecito, man? You didn't bring mine.
You got to request it ahead of time.
So between the 4 and 4:15 hour, we are live here. But no stress. If you miss us live, you can watch all the replays. In fact, if you check out marioshomenews.com, you will see all the broadcasts that we've done there. There's, I don't know, I lost count how many broadcasts. We've been working together for a while now. So every Thursday we have fresh content. Mario uploads his client testimonials, which are killer. If you ever have a question about whether you want to do business with a real estate agent or a mortgage professional, don't take it upon yourself. Hear what people are saying about the one-stop shop, and then make a decision to pick up the phone and call Mario. Welcome, Lourdes. Lourdes watching as well. Okay, so Mario, we have another question here. What are the capital gains taxes that can be reduced with the 1031 exchange?
So there are three different types of taxes that are calculated into a capital gains type of situation when you sell a property. And these are the ones that get affected and are able to be deferred and reduced. So when you have a capital gain on an investment property, you're going to have to pay 15 to 20% of the actual gain. That's one that you have to pay. Then there's a healthcare tax.
What?
There's a healthcare tax on capital gains of investment property, which is 3.8% of the gain. Okay? And then normally accountants will depreciate at a 25% level the property over the years. So when you sell the property and you got to pay that capital gains, the healthcare tax, and the recapture of the depreciation that was deducted over the years, it could be a large sum of money that you will need to pay. The 1031 exchange helps you to reduce and defer all of these taxes.
Wow. Interesting.
Very interesting.
And a bit complicated.
But that's why you got to go to the professionals. And again, I'm not a CPA and I'm not an attorney. I'm just giving you an overall view in case you are an investor and you've never done a 1031 exchange, just to give you some tidbits on what to think about. And also, again, I don't give legal advice because I'm not an attorney. I'm just giving you information that you could possibly use, whether you're an investor now or you become an investor in the future.
Of course.
You need to keep this in the back of your mind.
Welcome, Mauricio. Welcome, Shelly, to the broadcast. A lot of people watching us live today, folks. If you're not watching us live, remember that you can always catch this broadcast on the replay after the fact. And like I mentioned before, you could check out marioshomenews.com with a ton of information there on real estate, on mortgages, on turbulences, you name it. Mario has talked about it, and Mario has educated and informed, because basically Mario lives it every day of his life at the one-stop shop. Welcome, Juan Manuel Perez. Welcome to the broadcast. Mario, what are some of the basic timings in a 1031 exchange?
So there are two key timelines that people need to be aware of, and when you search out a attorney who's qualified to do this, and also a CPA, they will know these timelines. So within 45 days of registering a 1031 exchange paperwork, you need to disclose at least 3 potential properties that you're going to buy to exchange for the one that you're selling. And these 3 properties have to be equal or of greater value than the one that you're selling. Okay? So 45 days is the first timeline. And the closing has to occur with no excuses. There's no turbulence that can occur. It has to close before 180 days of the original documents being recorded with the IRS.
So even though that's a big window, you still have to have all of your ducks in a row.
It's a 6-month window.
Yeah.
The first one is 45 days.
Yeah.
So in most cases, one of the things that I would recommend to my clients is to, if you have this in mind, before you sell the property, start looking for the replacement property first. And have 2 or 3 properties in mind that you're going to be able to go for, so that as soon as you file the paperwork, you could potentially go to contract with one of those 3 contracts.
And even more reason to find your key players all at the same time and assemble your team.
Well, you want to assemble that team before, you want to have the realtor at least begin looking,
right?
But you want to have your consultations with your CPA or your qualified attorney before you start anything.
Before you begin in this process.
Very important.
Yeah.
I'll repeat it again. You need a qualified CPA and a qualified attorney that understands this process.
Mario, if there's anybody watching that have an interest, maybe, I know for a fact that they can contact you for advice on the real estate and the mortgage end, but are there CPAs or attorneys that you can work with, or you have worked with in the past?
Yes, we have a handful of both CPAs and attorneys that are very fluent in this process.
Because that's also important, people have to know that if you're working with people that have worked together before in the past, it can avoid any turbulences down the road, because there's some sort of a relationship there already.
We'll be recording on Monday with a CPA that's a referral partner of ours. I'll be interviewing him on Monday, and we'll be playing his video sometime next week, pre-recorded, as one of our referral partners.
Awesome. Folks, welcome to the broadcast. If you're just tuning in, my name is Andy within South Florida. We're here with Mario Quintero from the One Stop Shop. Mr. Clear to Close. He's earning all these titles as we go. The Mind of Quintero show comes to you every Thursday from 4 to 4:15 hour.
You're starting to get like Donald Trump. You give people names and they stick.
As you can tell, we're live, and that was not on the script that I'm reading here.
Hey, Lourdes.
But it's all good. It's all good. As long as I'm raise up my hand, right? What is the opportunity zone? Or should I say, what is the opportunity zone, Mario?
So there's approximately 8,700 opportunity zones within the United States of America right now.
Can you repeat that?
8,700 opportunity zones within the United States. Now, they are identified by each individual state's governor. And these are areas within the state where the government is giving tremendous incentives for investment to come into that area and rejuvenate the area with real estate investment, with real estate incentives. And these areas, I mean, obviously you work with a realtor and they could assist you. A recent opportunity zone right here in Miami a few years ago was the Wynwood section.
Okay.
Which was a section that, maybe 10 years ago there was nothing going on.
Right.
And then they made it an opportunity zone, and all of a sudden all these investors came in, started buying the properties, renovations, new buildings, everything starts happening. Then you go from an area that nothing was going on to a very vibrant area where people are going to on the weekends, at night, restaurants, bars, things of that nature, and people moving into condos, offices. So opportunity zones are tremendous. They're constantly coming online. Depending on what state you live in, there's different areas that will be identified. And you could just Google opportunity zone with your state, and it'll show you where your opportunity zones are. Then I suggest that you contact a realtor in your area to assist you with that process.
So they have a choice. They can Google or they can call you.
Well, if it's going to be in South Florida, I'd be more than happy to help them.
So this begs the next question. Are there any current opportunity zones here in South Florida?
So right now I can't indicate one in particular, because I didn't go look for them before the show.
Right.
But again, just a Google will tell you where they are.
Interesting.
If there are any here in Dade County right now.
And whatever transaction has to involve a property that is designated within that zone.
Within that zone.
Interesting.
Within that geography.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very specific.
Very detailed.
Yeah.
I learn something new every week. Mario, with all your knowledge, do you offer first-time home buyer seminars?
Yes, we do offer first-time home buyer seminars. We're looking at using some technology coming up in the near future, Andy, that you're going to assist us with.
I love working with this guy.
So stay tuned, because we're probably going to do some kind of online seminar that you can watch us directly from your home, have interaction, ask questions, and that whole thing. We're also thinking of going back to our original type of seminar where we, go to a meeting center, a meeting room, maybe hold 20 to 30 people in the room, serve some refreshments, and people like that also. So we're probably going to do both periodically.
And you could also do a combination or a type of a hybrid when you could do both. You could be broadcasting live from the actual seminar, and you could start asking questions and getting engagement on the big screen. And people that could not physically be there, they can participate via the web.
So are you committing to coming on board?
I'm just giving you ideas.
And do the technical aspects of this?
I'm giving you ideas, my friend. And I'm by now you know that anything you need with the online marketing world, I'm here for you.
I know you are.
So do you have condos with 5% down payment? That's a great deal. Does that even exist?
Yes, they do. And
wow.
There are some lists that are being provided currently by some of the national lenders. In fact, last Sunday, I had posted a video and some pictures where we were doing the home inspection on Father's Day morning. That association has very good reserves, has very little deficiencies in the amount of HOA defaults, and could be 5%. Our client decided to do 10 and left an option for 15% down, to be able to hit her budget. But yes, they're out there. We get lists on a weekly basis from the different national lenders of who came on board as far as an association, who's leaving, and then based on the name of the association, we can go on the MLS, plug that name in, and see what's available for sale in that association.
So, with all these opportunities and opportunities that I know that are available there because of working with you, why would anybody continue to have a reason to rent?
You know, they don't. If they have at least a 620 credit score and have at least 8 to 10% of the price point that they are looking to buy in their savings, that should cover the 5% down and also the closing costs. So you know, and sometimes we can ask for a credit from the seller to reduce the closing costs of the buyer. So there really is no reason. There's not to look, because there's opportunities out there, and it's a lot better to own, because you're building your equity, you're building appreciation, and you're reducing your tax liability. So there really is no reason not to.
So if you guys are watching this and you're renting, I want you to notice that it's June 20th. You have 10 days before the end of the month. If you're considering writing another rent check again at the end of this month for July and giving money away to your landlord, you should really think about that, because there really is no reason why anybody should continue to rent. Now, I know that investors out there are not going to like me saying that, but the fact is that there are opportunities for you to become a homeowner, whether a property, with a home, with a condo. You've heard it. And it all starts with the phone call, guys. It all starts with the phone call. Just basically pick up the phone and ask questions. I know in working with Mario with numerous videos, there's money available everywhere. You just have to get creative and know how to get it into your particular property deal. And you could fulfill the dream of being a homeowner. I mean,
you know, and also the interest rates have been slowly going down.
Yes.
So this is a great time, because these rates are, you know, they're dropping every single day. I mean, today they probably went up a little bit because the market went crazy. But that's the thing. I mean, there's an effect on the rates on a daily basis. The Fed yesterday made some good comments that it doesn't look like they're going to be raising rates anytime soon. So, you know, things are happening that are very positive.
This is the time. This is
the time you need to get on the train if you want a piece of home ownership.
And you know, it's almost July. What a more perfect gift for your family come this holiday season to celebrate the holidays in your own home.
Yeah.
I mean, it's July. I mean, you know, you start looking now. You call Mario, say, Mario, you know, okay, I'm gonna take that leap. I want to stop paying rent. Help me out. You never know. Maybe in the next couple of weeks, and maybe 4 or 8 weeks, you find a property. He is Mr. Clear to close. I mean, he closes deals faster than you can say what. So you never know. You might be in your property by the end of the year. That'd be fantastic.
That is definitely
And then, not to mention his closing celebrations, folks. But we will talk about that now. That'll be content. That'll be content for a future video. In fact, we talked about that a couple of weeks ago.
We had one this morning, and I'll post the pictures tomorrow.
Fantastic. Mario, always great. Fernando, welcome. Mark Gordon, welcome. You just joined us at the end here. Susana Bianco, welcome, folks. If you just tuned in, my name is Andy within South Florida. Mario Quintero from the One Stop Shop. We do this every Thursday at the 4:15 hour every single week. So if you missed us, please watch us from the beginning. Check it out. And more importantly, check out marioshomenews.com. marioshomenews.com, and check out all the video and all the content, all the client testimonials, the referral partners. Oh my God, you could be there for hours. Grab popcorn and grab something to drink and head over to marioshomenews.com. Check it out.
There's also a lot of information about all the different type of mortgage products.
Yes.
On our website, that's also there. And also, if you want to browse for properties anywhere in the South Florida area, our MLS connected website is also there. So
welcome to Chetito's Steakhouse. Wow.
Chetitos.
Chetitos. You guys making us hungry now, man. Steakhouse. All right, folks. Andy here within South Florida. Thank you for the love. Thanks for tuning in every single week. Thank you for watching. Mario, are we going to talk about next week or we're going to keep him in suspense?
I'll let you know later. But share this video.
Absolutely.
And have a great weekend. You never know who you'll be helping if you share this to your friends and family.
Especially if you know somebody is renting, send them this video. You got it.
Have a great weekend.
All right, folks. Have a good one. Bye now.